So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broking everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.
Wrestling and sports entertainment, it's the real to you, damn it, you support us your favorite. Talking AJ Styles, Chris Jericho, and all the greatest. Your top 5 dead or alive, the broader stages, like WrestleMania, all in and all out. NXT takeover, what the business about. Putting fans in the stands and the millions at home, like The Rock versus Stone Cold, we're stealing the show. Wrestle Fandom Radio and Disruption Network with Dippin' Donuts. ICW, we make fanatics flipping go nuts. Every time we're live at local shows and it's a bonus. We're family friendly, all the growing ups and kids condone us. We're dedicated to bringing you all the top news. Ain't no dirt sheet, this ain't rhetoric, we do not snooze. No speculation, we're just bringing them facts. Ain't no storyline of fiction when I spit on these tracks. It's Wrestle Fandom Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast or go and view our fan page. Disruption Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast or go and view our fan page. Disruption Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping with your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast or go and view our fan page.
I mean, does it get any better than Rated R?
No.
Not at all.
No.
I mean,
the best in the business.
Like,
he's huge in Europe.
Yeah, it's...
Dude, he's over.
Actually, if I remember correctly, actually was at one point. I saw on Facebook, I think it was.
Over in Europe?
Yeah, he was seriously getting like a lot of attention over there.
Well, I mean, he should be getting a lot of attention here. He's talented as all hell.
Yeah, he should be getting a lot of.
Yeah, I mean, it's
like a real
absolutely ridiculous. Holy cow!
Not to shine him. You know,
wow.
He's part of the show, so we should. But,
hey,
but
just
hey,
totally change gears. I got a shit ton of cat hair on this coat. I didn't even notice that.
Well, good job.
Well,
go give Garrett a hug.
Well,
stay over there. What's
Make
up,
out with him.
What's up, everybody? You are watching Disruption Network, and this is Wrestle Fandom Radio, the greatest podcast you have never heard.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. If you follow anything, any of the social media, which I hope you do, because otherwise, why would you be watching this? I put up yesterday there's going to be a special announcement. Not like big, not important, not huge, but just a special announcement.
You get a car.
So
you get a car. You get a car.
See, there's only 7 people watching, and 3 of them are probably in the studio. So the 4 people watching,
you don't actually get cars.
No, you're not getting a car.
You get nothing. Nothing.
So I really wanted to do a wrestling fantasy league for a long time.
I'm going to crush you, Marks.
There's not anything like. There's official ones with people doing them, but there's like no apps. There's no anything like that. So we're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to
because it's kind of hard with wrestling and fantasy.
It is. But you know what? So my idea for it is it's gonna end up essentially going. It's going to start and then lead up to like a big 4. So right after the Monday after WrestleMania,
all right,
will be when the season would start. Just to make sure that there's no kinks or anything before that, I want to do the draft 2 weeks before WrestleMania. So we'll have it here in the studio. We'll have everybody in the studio. The whole show is going to be the draft. I think it's going to be fun. We can have like a little party, have some pizza, everyone eat in. Z's going to be in on it.
Z, listen.
So you're in.
Will Z be able to eat pizza though? I mean, because we all know that Z's on the diet. So there you got darn right. We're gonna get some donuts.
If you don't bring donuts, we're gonna have a problem.
Listen. I didn't heat on any one of you guys in the last show, so I'm coming for blood on this show.
You really didn't.
No, I was a perfect gentleman.
You were
was a good
pretty
boy.
restrained.
I was.
I want a blueberry for that show.
Dude, screw you. You're gonna get nothing and like it. Okay.
I want a blueberry as
He
well.
will. He'll
Stu will get a blueberry, but you won't get anything.
bring it in. It'll just be one of the munchkins.
Yeah.
Just one.
Don't you dare say that M word.
Okay.
I'll come over there.
Whatever they're called.
I'll clothesline the hell out of you.
Donut holes.
There you go.
There we go.
Say it right.
So
Donut
yeah,
balls.
if you are interested in doing it, you can message the show. You can message me personally, but I'm gonna need to know, a couple weeks. When is it? April? What? So we're gonna be doing it mid-March then.
I think because we're gonna do it right after WrestleMania, right?
Yeah.
So it should be
So
mid-March, end of March, beginning of April. Because usually isn't WrestleMania towards the end of March?
it's
end of March, beginning of April.
Okay, because we got 7 weeks until WrestleMania.
Yeah. So in like probably 3 weeks. By 3 weeks, I'm gonna need to know.
3 weeks, okay.
Everyone that wants to be in on it, message me, hit me up. We need at least the 6, which I think we already have.
Cool.
I just need to.
Hold on.
I want to do it as a smaller like sample.
Hold on.
Like a test run.
Exactly. I just got to ask you a question.
A beta.
A beta.
Are we gonna want these filthy marks in the studio?
We're whoever's in.
Really?
We're gonna,
Oh man. I don't know.
Tom, who infamously made that title.
He's in.
He's gonna be in.
Okay.
We're gonna Skype him.
Cool.
And that's going to be fun. We'll have him on because he has his own Facebook site that he does it's all wrestling stuff.
Really? Okay.
Oh yeah. It's just like the Media Group.
Okay.
More focused.
Cool. All right.
And he's just sharing stuff to it all the time.
Nice.
I look at everything he posts. So I think it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of work. Hopefully I can get like student help, but I was originally also just going to do.
Stu's going to fave you.
Just the 4 WWE, but I mean, if people want to do AEW,
You can't do 4. You got to do AEW. You got AEW, Impact, New Japan, MLW, NWA. If you got, you can't just have it just WWE because there's so many good talent out there.
I agree with that. And just so you know, I believe WrestleMania is April 5th, which would put our show before that as April 1st. April Fool's Day.
Haha.
But I'm not joking. So 2 weeks for a draft would technically be March 18th.
March 18th.
Just to give you some actual dates there. I get shit done.
Have because it's the beta run. I'd like to. So the March 18th show. Thank you, Stu.
That's a hard final, right?
Will be the day that we're gonna do the draft in here. So that could be a lot of fun. And we can all. And that's why I want to talk to more people. I mean, we can definitely, obviously the 4 WWE shows that we have, but I'm thinking also like NWA and AEW as well.
We should do NWA and AEW.
At least those two. I mean,
Maybe
we could say Impact.
Impact. How about ML? There's some good talent in MLW.
I'm not saying there's not. I'm just saying it's a lot to track, and I'm the one doing it.
It's okay.
I will help you, sir.
A little bit of work doesn't hurt you, all right?
No, but I also have a lot of real work.
Oh.
I wanted to do it for a while, so I want to put the work in to do it. So I think it could be a lot of fun. It could be something, and we'll definitely work on what the prize is. But if it's something that we decide to keep going, you're pretty much going to be the champ for the next 4 months until the next Big 4 event. So you'd be champ from SummerSlam to to Survivor Series. So
are we going to get belt? Is it going to be a belt or is it going to be like a plaque?
It could be. We'll see. Well, it depends on what goes on within the next week. We'll
got to get a Shiva. If anyone's ever watched the league.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get back to it later, but it's
Garrett's gonna lose every match.
Dude, he's gonna
he's gonna finish
it's gonna be
bottom.
so much fun, and all I'm gonna do is lose.
He's gonna be a jobber. He's just gonna job.
Yeah. How did I end it with negative 83?
Because you're a mark. That's the reason why.
Bullshit. It's gonna be.
You're a mark.
So how's the scoring system?
We'll go over that.
We'll figure it out.
It's going to be on the Dave Meltzer 5-star scale system. That's what it's good. Meltzer Seltzer.
So we'll go through it.
I have some ideas.
I actually have a set of rules I printed out today from something that is a good template to use if we all pretty much decide on it. But I want to get everybody's opinion, everyone's idea to be like, oh, is this what we should follow or should we not do? So,
I've sucked at fantasy football.
Well, I've never done any of the fantasy baseball football. I've never done any of it, so that's I've been talking to my friends who do. So
I played a lot of fantasy baseball, and I've done pretty well in fantasy baseball. So
yeah.
Z plays stuff for real. He don't do fantasy.
We'll talk about it a little bit within the next. We're going to talk about it all the way leading up, but it's not going to consume the whole shows and everything like that. But tonight, right now,
what's going on?
We're going to be calling one Moonlight Sun.
Oh, we're calling Mike Skyros.
We're calling Mike Skyros.
Give me your belts.
Right now.
Give me your belts.
Right now, we're calling Mike.
Do I have to right now?
Huh?
Do I have to right now?
Damn it, give me your bell.
No. I need this. I've lost a lot of weight.
I need to drop about 20 pounds, so.
What happened?
I don't know.
I ate. What? He's not going to talk to us, Marks.
Isn't he like a giant mark? I mean,
well,
he seems like he loves it.
Super unclear.
Hey,
yeah, I'm losing him.
I can hear something in the distance.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Mike Skyros.
What's up?
Oh, there we go. Can you hear us?
Yes.
All right.
We have established communications.
All right.
Excellent.
It's the guys at Wrestle Fandom Radio. How's it going?
I'm good, man. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing all right. We're all definitely excited to see you in action coming up here at the next show this weekend, which we're going to be talking about after we hang up with you. We're going to be running down the show again. Congratulations on being in this match. Hopefully things look up for you. But we wanted to call you. We wanted to call you and just pick your brain a little bit on what makes the Moonlight Sun the Moonlight Sun.
Yeah.
So one thing before we get into anything else, because we've played the video, I'm not sure how many. I think we played it like 6 times on the show.
Yeah.
Where I was trying to talk to Rick Recon, and then Christina Marie showed up looking for her belts, and then it turns out you had stolen it. Now, we've seen with other things that you've also stolen some other belts, so we got to know what's up with the belt stealing.
It's not. You use the word steal. It's not really stealing. It's a means to an end. I think Christine is one of the best wrestlers there. I've been trying to get a match with her, and she's not really taking it seriously, so I kind of had to get her attention a little bit. So any belt can be up for grabs at any time. I don't care if it's a women's belt, heavyweight belt, tag team belt. I want them all. So stealing, nah, but trying to get her attention, yes.
Right on.
Okay.
Right on. Listen, hey, it's 2020. If Tessa Blanchard can win the heavyweight championship, Mike Skyros can win the women's championship. It's 2020, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Everything is fluid now, right? Correct?
That stands to reason.
I find his fascination fascinating. Like,
what? It's the truth. I mean, come on. I mean, listen.
I don't know how much of a comic book nerd you might be, but you're like Larfleeze, the Orange Lantern.
Give it to me.
That's why there's only one Orange Lantern, because he just steals all the.
Dude, I'd pay to see Mike Skyros versus Christina Marie.
Yeah, I pay good money for that. Slap down some ducats.
Yep.
So anyone who's listening has a little bit of background on you. How long have you been wrestling?
I'm coming up on my 6th year now.
6th year, nice,
Yeah.
awesome. And so after you started training, How long was it till your actual like first match in, not at like any type of exhibition or anything, but your real match in a Fed, going at it, solo, all you?
It was a little over a year.
Okay.
I was going to college while I was training, so there was a lot of time that I couldn't train consecutively, but it was a little over a year of actual time, and it was probably around 6 to 8 months of actual in-ring training time.
Nice. So Stu, I know you had some special questions that you wanted to ask. What was up with that?
Well, being that Mr. Skyros here is someone that I kind of follow on Facebook and everything, I enjoy his shenanigans. I see that he's kind of into music. So, Mike, just the general music question to start.
Sure.
What's favorite, from what I could gather, probably more towards the metal side, but what's your favorite genre? What's your favorite type of music? And maybe, I don't know where that came from.
So I'm mainly a rock and metal guy, but I like to dabble in a few things, and the more I get to check out new things, the more I dive into those as well. I've listened to hip-hop for a very long time. I've listened to electronic music a lot more recently. I have enjoyed pop too during my time, as long as it puts me onto some good stuff. So I try to dabble in as much as possible, but rock and metal is my main thing.
Any favorite artists?
Yeah, Avenged Sevenfold is my favorite. I got the tattoo, if anyone has seen that. I love Guns N' Roses. I love Children of Bodom. I love Deftones. I love Wu-Tang Clan.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. He's
Yeah, I got
number
36
one.
Chambers on vinyl. I understand.
Number one.
You repeat that? One of you's coming in very fuzzy.
Would that be me?
Yes. You're good now, but sometimes, I don't know whether the mic's giving you feedback, but...
It could be.
Yeah.
I'm having a little. I don't know what it is with me. I'm always having weird. I do something odd with all the different computers here, and I don't know. It's who knows.
Yeah.
$1 billion production.
Yeah. Probably something I'm doing. In all honesty.
Probably, Garrett. Probably.
So, in the 6 years, the 6 years now that you've been wrestling, have you had any standout matches? Anything that's come, or anything that you've done where you're just like, oh man, that was the absolute, that was the best.
To be straight up, I'm very critical when it comes to my matches. I can look at my matches objectively and say, I don't think they are bad, but I'm never quite satisfied with them. There are a few that I really enjoyed that stood out to me, like when Jacoby and myself wrestled To Infinity and Beyond. If anyone is listening and don't know, they're going to be at the show Saturday.
Yep.
Constantly and Cheech. That's probably my favorite match I've had. I had a match I liked a lot with Bobby Ocean in Connecticut, who has been showing up at Immortal a lot. I had a match with Garrett Holiday that I really liked at one of the recent shows.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a great match. Great match.
Yeah.
It is, being completely objective, as much as I enjoy, both of you, and as much as I like Garrett Holiday, the way that you goad him, call him Ol Yeehaw is fantastic. It's, don't want to, but it's great and it's fantastic. And so,
yeah, man, you gotta get a little bit sometimes.
How about what about finishers? Is that like a big thing for you? Do you have a favorite submission, any favorite finishers or anything like that, or yours as far as it goes?
I kind of play it by situation. I have a few things I use a lot. I use the Shining Wizard a lot.
Oh, I love the Shining Wizard.
Yeah, I've used the Springboard DDT. But it's kind of whatever fits the situation at the moment. When the cool thing about wrestling now is that there's a lot of different people of a lot of different styles sizes, all that. So you kind of, for me, I kind of try to figure out what in that moment will work best for me, and I'll use it the best I can.
Right, like if you're wrestling somebody the size of Nick Sullivan or TK, you're going to be using a different move set than if you're wrestling Danny Adam. Obviously. So I see what you mean.
Exactly.
That's a very good point. So
yeah.
There's actually a clip somewhere. It was recently, the last couple of months, of you hitting I believe it was a springboard DDT. It was a DDT of some sort, and I marked out a little bit because it looked spot on. Great as a DDT that's like my favorite move. And when you hit that in that clip, I was like, damn, that's the guy taking it sold it very well as well.
I think it was probably the one at Beyond I hit. I really liked. Like that came off right how I wanted it to. So it might have been that one.
Excellent. Yeah. So now, working in the indies, a lot of wrestlers who used to some still super big, a lot of pretty famous. A lot of people come through the indies. Have you ever met anyone where you were like, holy crap, this is the guy, like this is one of the people that got me into wrestling? Or do you not get like shocked by any wrestlers? Do you not get intimidated?
So I'm gonna list a few, and then I'll expand on a couple at the end.
Okay.
So I'm very fortunate to meet guys like Roddy Piper. I've met Dan the Beast Severn. I've wrestled Nikolai Volkov. I met all these crazy people I've seen on TV. But one of the two, the first person I ever met on the indies, first wrestler I ever met was Terry Funk.
Oh, nice.
How was that?
That was amazing. He let me carry his bags. I was ecstatic. Just like that, he knew my name for 5 seconds. A guy that's done that much.
Oh yeah,
crazy. And Mike King will know as well that Ron Simmons is one of my favorite wrestlers. And
yes.
Getting the opportunity to meet Ron and to travel with Ron a little bit was very significant to me and something that I really just thought was cool. I was like, man, wrestling's not so bad sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. At the Rome show, I was hesitant to walk up and introduce myself to Ron Simmons. I was like, I have to. When am I going to get a chance to again? You never know. So I did it, and it worked out nice. I got to talk to him, but Ron
I was
Simmons
scared.
Great.
I was in a weird mood.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I really want to go say hi to Ron Simmons, but I don't know. I just can't. It's so weird.
It's tough sometimes because you don't know how a lot of those guys are, but him specifically, like I said, I got to spend quite a bit of time with him, which was cool. He was very down to earth, very cool. If you're ever around him, if you go and say hi to him, he will not make you feel bad for it.
Yeah, exactly. That's a very good way to put it. Yes,
I'll definitely keep that in mind.
Yeah,
awesome.
If he comes back around, you gotta talk to him next time because he was so nice.
Hey, I tell Mike all the time. I'm like, man, bring Simmons in as much as possible.
Oh yeah, I mean, Rome. I mean, I think we were all there. They popped so hard for him. I mean, it was great.
Yeah. I did the segment where he came in the ring. Oh my God, it was electric.
You were in the ring, yeah.
It was electric.
Yeah.
Electric.
I wanted to see that spine buster though.
Oh God,
the one that Bobby Lashley's doing now.
I wanted to see it so bad. I would have been like, just hit me with it.
I love the acolytes. Even before the APA, acolytes were awesome. So
yeah. So, you have this title match coming up here on Saturday. Either way it goes, all right. I don't know if there's a rule in ICW that says you can't hold multiple titles. Will you be, heading in any certain recognition for any other certain belts, depending on the outcome? I have no idea what's going, but are you gonna be going after, Rick Recon? Are you gonna be Shankar anywhere?
Well, I mean, if you're any wrestling company you're in, the heavyweight championship or the equivalent of that is always going to be the top prize. So if I said I wasn't looking to get a shot at that, I'd be lying to you.
Right.
With that, you kind of got to, with the rankings, the win-loss records, you kind of got to position yourself what you can take a shot at next. So, first of all, I'm not going in there planning on losing. Like, I've wrestled Garrett. I've never wrestled Justin, but I've watched enough of him to know a bit of his tendencies, a bit of what he'll go for. And I feel confident that when I win the 24/7 championship, that I can go after a Rick Recon, I can go after a Sean Carr, I can go after Christina Marie, I can go after the tag team championships if those materialize down the road. So I'm very confident in my ability to defend the 24/7 championship and to pursue other things at the same time. So any and all players.
Excellent. It's nice to know that you're so driven coming up here on in Mortal Kombat 2 and for the rest of this wrestling season, over the next few months. So, but we appreciate you taking the call. Does anyone else have anything else that they would like to ask Mike Skyros?
Well, I like that confidence.
Yeah.
It's like going into a job interview.
Yeah.
You don't want to assume things, but you got to have confidence.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm going to get it. Yeah.
I'm going to get it.
So, yeah. That's good. But yeah, we definitely appreciate you taking our phone call. Hey, good luck to you this weekend, and we will see you and hopefully, get to talk to you there, maybe shoot something. And all right, we'll see you.
All right, thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Peace.
Hit the button.
There you go.
So weird. Yeah, the screen was being weird. I actually couldn't pull his picture up. It was pulling up the phone thing. So unfortunately, didn't get to see a picture of him. I don't know what's going on with that.
Dude,
All right.
Anyways.
Mike King is mad at me because I didn't invite him today to the show.
Well, hold on. Whoa.
He called me in the middle of the Mike Skyros interview.
Okay, but hold on. I've asked him to come in before.
I know you have.
He was like, well, it's the week of the show. I'm busy. And
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Okay. So
He faved you.
Don't ever invite him the week of the show.
Okay, he's over here calling me a Greek whore, okay?
Call him, tell him not to swear.
Well, he's going to swear anyways.
Because we're about to run the show down anyways.
Well, I mean, do you want to have him on a speakerphone like this? Hey, now listen. You got to be PG now.
You're on air.
Because you're on air.
I seen you there. I was like, that son of a.
Yeah. Watch your mouth. Okay, watch your mouth, Sailor Sam.
I'm like, no, he can't say that.
You're on air. I seen you there. I was like, that son of a.
We're just going to run down the show right now, so.
Do you want to call me on another line?
Yeah, it might be a good idea.
We could call you another line.
Yeah, let me get that set up.
All right. Don't kayfabe us. All right, bye.
$1 billion production.
My God. You should have it.
Called him every week for like a month straight.
I know.
Get your Christmas presents. There it is.
Oof. That's in the air.
Yeah, it was a little well, because Skyros wasn't coming through, so I had to turn it
Yeah,
on.
exactly.
Had to work your magic.
He was a little reserved.
Hello.
There he is.
Oh, look
Michael
who's
King.
Mike King.
Mike King.
I tell you, you got that Greek.
Don't you start. Don't you start, okay? Because
The king? How dare you?
don't make me start burying you, okay? All right. Okay. And tell Peanut Gallery back there, okay, to pipe down, all right? Because I heard that.
Correctly.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, actually, we just hung up with Skyros, and we were about to run down the show real quick. So
Hey, there you go. Now we got you.
Yeah, and,
now we got it.
So, and then also, because I realized it, and I know when you said it, when you were here about the Sunni show, where you had more to announce about the Sunni show. But just so everyone knows, that means that there's 2 April shows back
is
to back
correct.
weeks, which is going to be awesome. That's gonna be so cool.
It's gonna be so much wrestling. I don't know what to do with myself.
Normally it's like,
I'm excited because that's soon.
you know, I gotta wait a month, you know, in between shows. But now that's gonna be cool.
You're not gonna wait a month.
Yeah, that Sunni show could have a couple thousand fans. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be ridiculous.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, do you get the card? Do you have that up?
Shoot, you know, dude, what kind of producer are you? You
Listen.
I'm not a producer. I'm a host.
dude,
I got the NXT stuff, and I wasn't even asked.
nobody likes NXT anyways.
What are you talking about? It's the best WWE.
Oh, that's right. AEW.
All right,
I said it's the best
somebody's got a bad connection.
Yeah, it's me.
It's weird because you sound perfect in my headphones. I don't know.
Yeah, right there is good.
Yeah, it's weird, but
All right,
well,
we ready to?
we know we have the 24/7 championship coming up, and that's going to be Garrett Holiday, Mike Skyros, and Just Incredible of all people,
Just
being in
Incredible.
that match, which is just going to be, I mean,
Incredible.
It's going to be, it's incredible. It's incredible that it's happening. It's incredible that it's happening. It's going to be awesome.
all right. I got the card up.
So then, what do you got next?
We got the Northeastern Championship.
Northeast Championship.
Rick Recon, the destroyer of collarbones.
I can't hear you again.
Oh, the destroyer of collarbone. You had to say that?
Well, I'm sorry. I just
What's that?
hold on. You got me over here.
We're losing
All
Mike.
right. How about now? Can you hear me?
It's all like distorted.
That's weird. Here, give me that.
Now it's good again.
Can you
All
hear me
right.
good?
I got it.
Because you live in the middle of nowhere, Mike.
All right. So we got Rick Recon,
That's not it. That's not
the
it.
destroyer of collarbones
That'd be the
against
steel plate in Dietrich's head.
screw you against Simon Gotch.
Simon Gotcha.
Vaude villain Simon Gotch.
Yes.
Member of Filthy Tom. Is he? He's still associated with Filthy Tom Lawler, right or no?
I don't know.
He might be. I don't know.
I'm not even 100%.
That's MLW. That's something that you don't follow.
There's a lot. out there.
Oh.
There's so much.
Oh.
There's so much.
Gloves are off this week.
I know. I had to come. I ripped on you like
yeah.
last show.
Yeah, you got.
I got it coming. It's fine.
So we got that. Then we have To Infinity and Beyond against the Natural Destroyers.
Dude, that match.
That's going to be a hell of a match.
That match.
And then we have the Grudge match. The match that's been brewing for a long, long time. Because this man thought that Johnny Moran took out Rick Recon back in Rome. But it wasn't Johnny Moran. And ISIS, so it's going to be Johnny Moran versus ISIS Effects. That's going to be a hell of a match.
Those guys.
Ooh, they do not like each other.
That hate just festered over like months, and yeah, those guys just want to go at it, and I'm glad that Mike King is making it happen.
Yes, and then we got, oh boy, you better pack a lunch with this match: Axel Lennox against Matic. Oof!
Don't pack a lunch. Put maybe a poncho on. For
yeah.
front row.
Yeah.
Just to protect yourself.
There's gonna be a lot of blood in that match, probably.
Just anything.
Yeah.
Those guys are gonna beat the hell out.
Oh yeah. Then we got Mike. Is this a number one title contenders match?
We actually literally just.
We just lost Mike. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
it might be it might be.
It was his connection because where he lives has really crappy cell phone service.
Yeah.
But then we have, I think this is a number one contenders match.
He has Spectrum outages just all the time.
Yeah.
Spectrum.
Is it the women's match?
The women's match.
It is the number one contender.
Kennedy Copeland against Riley Shepard.
Yes.
Riley Shepard making her first appearance at Immortal Championship Wrestling.
Against the most popular
She's, wow.
ICW star last year.
Wow. Kennedy Copeland was so over. I was like, holy shit. It was amazing.
That show.
Yeah, no, that was really good. No, she's amazing. She's awesome. It's going to be a great, great match. We have yours and Stu's favorite, Danny Adam, against Allah's favorite, Emmanuel Haram. Blaze Haram.
Blaze.
Oof, that's gonna. I'll tell you something. That's good. That's gonna be a good match.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be. It's two guys with something to prove. So
Yes.
yes. It's definitely going to be one to look out for.
And then we have the Sons of Wrestling, Cadillac Jones and Brandon Lee against the scumbags of Immortal Championship Wrestling. The scumbags who don't know anything about motorcycles.
Oof.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm not saying this.
I called it out.
Door,
they wouldn't. They wouldn't know
that door.
Listen, I don't care. They want to know a panhead from a freaking knucklehead Harley.
Oh.
Ataxia. Okay, I'm a bunch of thugs. Hopefully, the Sons of Wrestling, get one back on them. And then, saving the best for last. I mean, Jesus. I mean, the talent in this championship match is like, without question, one of the best. Is without question the best in the East. Robo, the Punjabi Lion, Greek God Papadon, and Sean Carr for the Immortal Heavyweight Championship belt.
Right. So, obviously, like, a champ is a champ for a reason, right?
Yes.
And because they win.
You know that, and especially when Sean Carr is your champ, chances are that that match is going to be the best match that you see.
Oh, yes.
Right. A lot of times it's all the other matches that lead up that are like the surprise matches. Often in a few of the shows last year, like Christina Marie's match was the best match of the show. She doesn't have to be at the show. Do you guys think that any one of the matches could end up being like a breakout, like, oh, holy crap, I wasn't expecting that.
With any card, I think it's a possibility for any match, really.
Any match.
It's all perception. True. I mean, it's based on what you like.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Stuart.
No, you go right ahead, sir.
If I'm going to put my finger on one match, either it's going to be the 24/7 championship match, or I think it's going to be Kennedy and Riley Shepard.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
I'm also going to say one of the two it's probably going to be the 24/7 just because it's a triple threat, which that's one of my favorite style matches is a triple threat. But then also the Danny Adam Blaze from
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that
because again, to go back to like it's two guys with something to prove.
Yeah.
So you might just be seeing something
amazing.
Them just really going at it.
Okay, as the person with the least knowledge, you know what I mean. Just
you got knowledge. You've been to a few shows.
I see.
Yeah. But okay. So I know Sullivan. I know TK, and them getting together was one of my favorite things. So I was like, who's going to beat them? But everyone's talking about who they're facing. Infinity and Beyond.
To Infinity and Beyond.
Is this a contrast of styles? I'm just going out on a limb.
I mean, it's two giant
versus
two like
I know nothing about
like
them.
Fit technical like guys, you know, like
flippy guys,
smaller, not
so much,
more suplexy,
capable of flippy, like yes, but not necessarily in their constant style.
They're good wrestlers. They tell good stories.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be good.
Yeah, but. As far as the size of the Natural Destroyers go, you would then say mid-sized guys.
Yes,
they're not small by any means necessary, but they're not
Natural Destroyer size.
They're not Kenneth and Sullivan. They're not. No. Those guys are two of the biggest guys I've ever seen. Okay. So
the one I wish I could go this weekend. I'm working on it.
I know.
I'm working on it, but yeah, it was the match that I was kind of eyeballing because I see a lot of people talking about Infinity and Beyond.
Yeah,
I have no idea. So, me with tag wrestling. I love watching.
Either way, it's still going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it is going to be fantastic.
To see, to see Cheech again with I've been having memory issues.
Colin Delaney.
Colin Delaney, thank you.
Take some ginkgo.
So I might have to. Seriously, after that flu hit us, it's like I can't remember names. I can't remember the names of like things. I'm like, this thing here, the Stream Deck. I was talking to Todd I couldn't remember the name of it. I'm like, the little black thing where you hit buttons. Yeah.
You probably had the coronavirus. It's probably.
I don't have the coronavirus.
Listen, that's old. Coronavirus is out. Brooms are in.
Yeah, the brooms.
Yeah, it's out. Brooms are in. Anyway.
Good Lord.
So,
But I'll go look them up tonight when I'm, stuck in my YouTube depth before I go to sleep.
Anything good going on, Stu? I know you and I are super big on NXT. We got anything going on there?
Oh, first of all, we got Takeover Portland this Sunday.
Which
is always interesting to me now because now that they're on cable.
Yes.
So now instead of just being before the,
Big Fours and taking over.
Yeah. They're actually on Sundays.
Right.
So that's interesting to me.
Right.
I like seeing them throw their efforts into NXT. I was very hesitant at first.
Right.
And it's actually paying off.
Yeah.
I would have to say. But there's a lot going on in NXT. First of all, like to note that it finally happened on Monday. Shayna Baszler made her presence felt on Monday Night Raw.
And you're going to have her do that. Are you kidding me? What kind of BS creative is that? I'm going to bite you like a vampire, and I'm going to bleed. No. You have her come out as the badass MMA chick that she is. She comes out, and she chokes the living hell out of Becky Lynch.
Well, she did. And then she got brutal.
Stupid.
Seemed to get a pretty good reaction. I see no fault in it.
Nope. Bullshit. No. I'm out.
There's the door.
I'm out. It's not. It's stupid. It's corny.
Apparently, Demetrios.
That's corny. That's Bruce Pritchard creative. It sucks.
Well, I mean, there is a lot of corny stuff still in wrestling.
Sucks.
For example, Orange Cassidy.
Don't you disparage the good name of Orange Cassidy.
See, this we'll team up on.
Don't you ever disparage the good goddamn name of Orange Cassidy.
I love Orange Cassidy, but it's corny.
No, it's not.
I love it.
No, it's
genius.
Not. When it comes to that, listen, nobody remembers all the stupid flips in the Best Friends match. You know what they remember? The Orange Cassidy spots.
Yeah.
Because he's money.
Yeah, I know. How long do you think it'll last, though?
What, Orange Cassidy?
Yeah.
It depends how you use it.
His entire career, as long as you don't overexpose it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Agreed.
Keep it special.
If he
shouldn't.
If he hit the indies right now, he'd make so much money.
Exactly. But here's the thing.
But he's got to keep it off.
But
I read somewhere.
Okay, go ahead.
I read somewhere that he in AEW his merch is the highest.
It is.
No, I don't doubt.
He sells the most, despite not being in a singles match. That's genius.
Character will always triumph over moves.
That's genius.
Plain and simple.
Money-wise,
the way
yes.
Character.
Some of the stuff he does.
Characters will make money.
It's corny, but I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I would never talk down Orange Cassidy. Man's a genius, and I love it.
So don't you ever say anything bad about Orange Cassidy.
I never did. Corny's not a bad thing, in my opinion.
But he's not corny though. He's cool.
It's a little corny.
No,
he is cool.
No,
it's too cool to care.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. He's the man.
The greatest thumbs up of all time.
Yeah. Hey, listen.
So what do you want to talk about?
Yeah. Go back to your NXT stuff.
Yeah.
You went off on the tangent.
It's okay.
Like we always do.
Listen, it's okay. I do it too. But going back to last week, let's see. We had a match I actually had to search for. Angel Garza took it to Isaiah Swerve Scott.
Okay.
And it was good. They left it off of Hulu, so I had to go search for it, and I'm glad I did.
Why do they do that?
Why would you leave Angel Garza and Swerve Scott off?
I have no idea.
I
had to go search.
Hulu is still only putting up an hour.
Yep.
Show.
Raw is only an hour and a half.
Yeah. They cut down Raw.
Well, Raw should be cut down because Raw's garbage anyway.
Raw's getting better.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah. My God, SmackDown's straight trash, in my opinion.
And last year, remember last year? They were like, it was vice
It's
versa.
getting much better.
It's still all garbage.
It's all garbage. Everything is wrong with it.
Also, Stu, just to interject for 1 second.
Yes, sir.
I am totally on the Firefly Funhouse bandwagon now.
Now?
Yeah, well, you know how I was like, oh, it's like Pee Wee Herman, like dumb, da da da, And now I see the genius behind it.
It jumped the shark now.
But now I see the genius behind it.
Exactly. Now you see the genius, but they jumped the shark with it.
Mm-hmm.
The Fiend isn't going to be no more when Goldberg buries him, and that's it.
You think Goldberg is going to bury him in Saudi Arabia?
Of course.
I have a fear that
you know what's going to happen? He's going to come out, spear, jackhammer. The Fiend's going to kick out. Another spear, another jackhammer. Boom. End of the match. And bye-bye Fiend. Bye-bye Bray Wyatt. Bye-bye Firefly Funhouse.
I'd much rather see the Fiend versus Roman Reigns, because Roman Reigns is going to win the Elimination Chamber, just so we're clear.
Right.
I could see him versus Goldberg at WrestleMania, but I'd much rather see him versus the Fiend.
They're going to
redeem the guy, for the love of God.
They're not.
They need to.
Well, here's the thing. The Fiend was dead after that Hell in the Cell match against Seth Rollins. That was it. That was it. The Fiend.
This creative booking of the decade.
Yes.
The decade.
Sorry about this, by the way.
Because it was 2010 to 2019. If
yes.
talk was that 10 years.
That was
worst creative
awful
of the decade.
Daniel Bryan
in a cell.
Now Daniel Bryan helps put the Fiend back on life support a little bit, because Daniel Bryan is extremely talented.
He can really do no wrong.
He's good at his job.
And
he really is.
But now the Fiend's dead because you have him go up against Goldberg. Really? No. It's done. It's over with. Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Firefly Funhouse. It was fun while it lasted.
Okay. Well, we'll do predictions someday.
Oh,
maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
I'm fired up tonight.
It's all right. Anyways, this might actually make D here happy.
Okay.
Mercedes Martinez defeated the returning Casey I can never say her last name.
Casey Canizaro.
Yep. Who
Canizaro
was actually a couple months ago supposedly was leaving the business. So kind of nice to see her back on, I guess.
Yeah, she came back. I think it was Kaden Carter helped her get back, because here's the thing. You have her coming from American Ninja Warrior, coming into the absolute shark-infested waters of NXT and the WWE, where it's so political and so cutthroat.
Okay.
She got eaten up alive. And once again, she was too nice. She's like, I'm out. But she has Kaden Carter there. She has a couple allies there that helped her get back into NXT. She's extremely talented. She has a good look. I think with the proper training, promo-wise, and she learns how to work better, she can be a star.
Yeah, I mean, if she's good at American Ninja Warrior, then she has the physical ability,
athletic
ability,
to actually be a wrestler.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's smaller, but I mean that doesn't stop other people.
So Alexa Bliss is 4'11".
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
super short,
but she gets it. Mercedes Martinez, one of the greatest female wrestlers, period, ever.
Yeah,
that's it. So glad to see that she's getting her just due. Worked so hard in the Indies for so many years.
Yep.
She was the top female talent for a very, very long time. So I'm glad to see her finally getting her just due.
Yeah.
Agreed. I didn't really know much about her till I saw her, as I saw a lot of people, the Mae Young Classic years ago.
Yep.
And she was definitely top notch.
She was in both, right?
Yeah.
She was the one who was in both. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We also had the Broserweights. Had a couple spots getting featured pretty heavily on NXT TV.
Yeah. Now you texted me something. Now this is a prediction you made.
Which one?
Let's tell everybody about the Broserweights. And watching some of the things,
it was just a random idea.
But I saw a picture that led me to believe that you are 100% correct.
What, the Pete Dunne heel turn?
Yes.
Make him a heel again? Yeah.
Should be a heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, have him turn on Matt Riddle at Portland. Yeah. I mean, even if not, I kind of love the buddy cop type duo going on with them. And NXT really doesn't have a great tag division.
At the moment. They normally,
yeah.
For a long time, they did.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They had the tag team division.
Mm-hmm.
And
agreed.
And right now they don't. Again, I was still...
But they're...
As much as I like both of those guys, I'm still mad that the veterans didn't win.
Me too.
Because I want actual tag teams in it. I don't want. I mean, if you're going to throw singles wrestlers together to be in it, they shouldn't win.
Not all the time.
Who'd they beat? Who they beat that has you a little hot right now?
The Grizzled Young Veterans.
Oh, the Grizzled Young Vets.
Yeah.
So the
They lost.
Broserweights
beat
defeated the Grizzled Young Vets.
In the Dusty.
Yeah, because besides Undisputed Era,
Okay.
if I remember correctly, everyone that's won the thing has been thrown together for the most part. Right?
Well, I mean,
Yes.
listen.
Joe and Balor won it.
No, the AOP won.
AOP won, that's right.
Yeah.
But
Where's the
fourth year?
Black and Ricochet won last year.
Yeah.
So
Here's the thing.
Joe and
Balor. I'm not sure if they won. I can't remember off the top of my head now.
Who has the ability to draw more money? Matt Riddle and Pete Dunne or the Grizzled Young Vets?
I know.
That's what's
I
going to happen.
understand that, but in my opinion, if at one point you had tag team wrestling out of all three shows, you had it. You know what I mean? And then all your tag teams get called up before NXT itself was elevated, right?
Yes.
So instead of resetting that or redoing anything, but still continuing the Dusty Classic, like if it was supposed to be elevated now here in 2020 when they started doing it, why did it have to just be NXT? Why couldn't
Make it a network special. Why do you not make it like a 3-day network
why can't
special?
the Dusty Classic at this point should be
Because that's too easy, Stu.
it should be the king of the ring of tag teams. That's
Not
what it should be.
this. Here's the thing. Vince McMahon. I hate tournaments.
I know.
That's ridiculous.
Listen.
Tournaments are what bring in like the
Vince-
the very first
Yes,
Cruiserweight
yes,
Classic.
I know.
I would rewatch that.
That's
entire
what brought in all the great
thing
talent.
any day.
And here's the thing.
I've thought about it for a new segment, but
We're talking about the
talk
man.
about
We're
that.
talking about Vince
Yeah.
McMahon, who hates tournaments, who hates it when people sneeze, thinks it's a sign of weakness, and says that giraffes are pusses. Okay, so this man, he's 73 years old. He's not thinking with a full deck. All right.
He's
You cannot. You're trying to make logic out of an illogical business.
Well,
It's
that's why you got to be happy that he probably saw that 3.3 million or whatever for
Exactly.
the XFL this weekend.
Yeah.
Got a raging hard on.
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Here you go, Paul. Just take care of everything.
Except
Did you
he's
guys
probably going to be caught on insider trading, probably.
Yeah, probably. Did you guys like the XFL stuff?
From what I watched,
I thought it was good.
Yeah, well, I didn't get to actually like watch it, but I went through and did like the highlight. I watched like a YouTube highlight
Yeah. Same goes.
Guardians.
I watched some of the
who I
New
pick
York
as my
Guardians.
personal team, but then DC Defenders, who I picked.
I like them as well.
Yeah, I like them as and who I have going on a bet because my buddy Mark picked the Guardians first. I was like, damn it. So I had to pick DC Defenders.
What else we got for NXT, Stu?
Well, I'm just saying the Broserweights were they were on in the beginning of the show,
Okay.
coming out with the Dusty Classic talk, and they got interrupted by Undisputed Era, blah 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 blah. And then Tommaso Ciampa got into some stuff with the UE later on in the show, and Broserweights came out, 6-man tag later on.
Yes.
We also had a Cruiserweight Championship match. Jordan Devlin beat Tyler Breeze.
Ooh.
Nice match, good match.
Yeah.
Yes. Balor Jr., Jordan Devlin.
Yeah.
And then we had one of my favorite segments of last week actually was the stuff between Rhea Ripley, Charlotte, and Bianca Belair.
Yes.
I beat a dead horse here, but I love Bianca Belair. And
No,
I think
she's money
her
all.
polished.
She has money all over.
And they're letting her be herself a little bit down in
Yeah.
NXT.
That's smart.
Like she's got like that.
She's got
What she's going for, that character, is perfect.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And letting her break out at the Rumble, I think was really smart.
Awesome.
Letting her show her athleticism. I'm still super impressed. I know she was a runner in like high school and stuff. But when she plants someone in the corner and then does the backflip and then sprints into the corner to like tackle them back into the corner is impressive and genius all at the same time. Like watch, if you've never actually paid attention to that, watch the speed she gets from she's pretty tall. So she's actually gets a pretty good, decent amount of space between the flip, but then watch how fast she goes from where she is to back into the corner. It's so fast. Like it's
unreal,
genius move.
Yeah, no, she's awesome.
It's I love it. I love it. It's my favorite thing that she does.
After that promo, which was excellent, obviously, we got to 6-man tag, Undisputed Era versus Broserweights and Tommy Champs, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved it.
Black Heart.
That's right. Ended in no contest.
Obviously.
Making his return was one Velveteen Dream.
Yes. The Dream
The
King.
Dream.
Mm-hmm.
And he had Marina.
Which is great.
He had Marina Shafir's face on his tights.
That he did.
Which was a throwback to Jake the Snake. The Dream gets it.
Yeah.
He does.
Dream is money.
Yep. He absolutely is. I've been singing his praises for a long time.
Yeah.
It's another thing that goes back to what you already said is the character over ability.
All the time.
Like he
gets it.
He could be better in the ring, but he doesn't need to be, and people still love him because his character is genius and it's money.
Yes, it is.
Is there a card for tonight already?
Yeah, they didn't actually put a lot out for it until like the last half the day, which was strange. But we're getting a number one contenders match for the NXT. Don't want to mess that up. Cruiserweight Championship between Leo Rush and Angel Garza, both former champs.
Right. Stands to reason.
Mm-hmm. And then we're getting because Dakota Kai and Tegan Nox are having a street fight at TakeOver this Sunday. So we're getting Candice LeRae versus Dakota Kai.
Okay.
At least they're rumoring it heavily. There's an image of it, so yes. Supposedly, according to Adam Cole's Twitter, your favorite wrestler, by the way, he'll be
he's a bitch.
Supposedly taking on Kushida. Tell me that's not a banger. I don't care how much you know.
Kushida's going to break him in half.
Oh, Kushida's awesome.
Possibly because of a house show incident.
6 months from now, Kushida's going to be buried.
Grimes and Johnny Gargano. Supposedly. I guess they had a little kerfuffle at a house show. So that would be interesting. And then just to run down Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon. Take over Portland. So we're going to have the tag title match between the Broserweights and the Undisputed Era. You're going to have Tegan Nox versus Dakota Kai. You're going to have Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair for the NXT Women's.
Yes.
North American title, Keith Lee versus Dominik Dijakovic.
Keith Lee should win.
Yes. And then also Adam Cole
That's going to be match of the night, by the way.
You think so?
That match?
Mm-hmm.
I think
match
so.
Of the night. For that, those two, for that title, match of the night.
Yeah.
Keith Lee's going to keep it, but it's still going to be match of the night.
Yeah.
Adam Cole versus Tommy Champs. And anyone want to do predictions on any of that?
Goldie's coming back to Tommy Champs because Adam Cole's a bitch.
Goldie is definitely. I think Goldie's going to come back.
You think so? Okay. I'm going with Adam Cole as I sit here in Tommaso Ciampa shirt.
Well, no, there's nothing wrong with reading like what's going on now. I just think because they've already taken the title off of Roddy, which as much as I love Keith Lee, I wouldn't have done that quite yet. But it depends on what the rest like. Do we think that they're going to go into WrestleMania season not having any titles when they held the goal when they collectively held the goal for most of last year?
I'm not sure.
You know,
all good things must come to an end.
I know.
I'm going with Cole.
You're gonna go with Cole. You think Lee's gonna win?
Yes, Lee.
I think what's her name's still gonna win.
Dakota Kai?
No. I
Ripley?
think Ripley.
Yeah, of course. Of course Ripley's going to win.
She's going to hold on to it, but it's going to be a squeaker. Like
I see no titles changing hand.
Okay.
And I see Dakota Kai being Tegan Nox because they had Tegan Nox win on TV.
Right.
Not the 50-50 bucket.
Yeah.
But
No, Dakota Kai's going to win because she's the heel right now. Mm-hmm. And she's got like more to prove than Tegan Nox does. So it's definitely going to be her.
If they build it correctly, they could, I don't know, that could be a nice little feud.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah. I'm interested in it. I think it's good. Was there another match that we happened to?
I mean, they don't know when Devlin would defend between whoever wins tonight, but I also don't know the format. Are they going to have like a NXT pre-show now?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I don't think it should be on the pre. I don't think any title should ever be defended on the pre-show. Period.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
But
if you want to do a pre-show and matches you give away for free, that's fine. I think it should be like matches like Tegan Knox and Dakota Kai, stuff like that, like singles matches that aren't for titles. I don't care how big the person is, if they should start putting more serious people on it to elevate the show.
That was going to be my
not bring
point.
down the wrestler. Like, oh, Roman Reigns is on the pre-show. No. This is important, and you want to tune in for this because the rest of the show is going to be fire too. Stuff like that.
Kind of like they did Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania first.
Yeah. But then, WrestleMania it's a whole different beast.
Yeah. But you know what I mean.
So it's already 5 after 7. So we should get to. Guess what?
It's very confusing.
Hold on, wait a minute.
It's right
Wait. Before the top 5,
what?
can I just say that the best segment that I saw in wrestling the past 20 years wasn't on WWE, wasn't on that jobber show NXT. It was on the real show on Wednesday night, Dynamite, when Cody Rhodes took the 10 lashes from MJF.
Cody, that was intense.
Exactly.
What?
That was the hook. That made you want to come back and watch it.
Yeah.
I want to watch it now. And you know me.
That was you can't deny the intensity of that.
We hate AEW.
We do?
I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't hate AEW.
No, neither do I. He just acts like it.
Jericho is on that.
Jericho. I mean, you have Moxley taking the key from the $750,000 Ford GT and stabbing it in Ortiz's eye.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now to be another eye for an eye match. I mean, come on. They are beginning to hit their stride. And here's the thing with NXT. Levesque and McMahon now are beginning to crap their pants because like, oh, wait a minute, they're beginning to tell stories and they're beginning to have some creative.
Well, now they're just getting into it. They launched in October. They're just getting.
They're getting into, and man,
they're allowed to do.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. And MJF,
I'm not saying it's not.
MJF, he's a prick, but he's the best heel right now.
Yeah.
Pound for pound, the best heel in the business because he doesn't care if you like him.
Right.
Your boy Adam Cole, baby. He gets the fans involved in that. He doesn't want the fans involved in that.
He doesn't get the fans involved in that.
Yes, he does.
Get involved.
When he does his whole thing up in the air,
and
he waits for the fans to no. He wants to be a cool heel. He does no. I'm sorry.
There's nothing wrong with loving praise.
No.
Even Jericho
You're a heel. You should be hated.
Even Jericho loves the praise.
Jericho craps all over him.
Somebody got picked last in gym class.
No.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, MJF is the man. Okay.
Here's the thing I do want to discuss.
You know what would solve all that crying? A big red rubber ball right to the face.
Yeah.
After you get picked last.
I never got picked last.
I love you.
EC3 coming to AEW.
Is it?
There's a lot of talk. It's a lot of talk. And then a lot of people are saying,
I like that.
What if him and MJF get together? The problem with that would be, right? They're the same guy.
It should be.
In a lot of ways, they're the exact same guy.
What? Coming to AEW, you know who it should be? It should be Dynasty from MLW. It should be Richard Holiday and Alexander Hammerstone. And then you add EC3 in. And you bring Dynasty to Immortal. And you have another faction there.
There you go.
You think there's going to be too many factions, though,
Nope.
in AEW?
Nope.
Like, factions are actually coming back. I mean,
I get that, but there's already there's the
You have the Inner Circle.
Inner Circle, the Order, the Dark Order.
Dark Order, which, yeah, okay.
Okay, another thing. Who does everyone think the leader of the Dark Order is? Everyone's like, Matt Hardy, it's Matt Hardy, it's Matt Hardy.
No, it's Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels.
They telegraphed it.
Yeah.
It's Christopher Daniels.
it's on the nose, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty much. And then isn't there another group?
You got the Inner Circle. You've got
The
Dark Order.
Got SCU technically still.
Well, they're more of a tag team.
Yeah.
Still 3 people.
Yeah, it's 3. It's less than any other collective.
You got to have 4 to be a faction, as far as I'm concerned. You got them. Best Friends is 3. Jurassic Express is 3. I mean, those are all tag teams.
Yeah. Well, it's like they started doing that a lot in WWE. There's like a lot of 3-man teams, and it was just like, what's up with the 3-man teams? I don't know. I want to see more people. So
I think
anyways.
that. All right, go ahead.
NWO is 3 people. Are they a tag team?
What is?
NWO is 3 people. Is that tag?
Technically, there were 4. Actually.
All right, whatever.
Hogan.
So
there are 4.
All right.
So now, Mr. Clean made it for us. So
yeah.
Time for the top 5.
Need some vocals in there.
No, we can do the vocals here.
Top 5.
We'll be all right.
It goes with it.
Yeah.
Top 5.
So, top 5. Now,
This is a very confusing top 5.
It might sound like a confusing.
Seriously, okay. Who was the mark that thought about this top 5?
It was Stu. But
damn it, Stu.
you know what's good though is like of this we can do other ones off of it. Like we can do
Agreed.
like accidental ones.
Yes.
You know. So the top 5 this week.
Do you want me to explain it, or are you going to explain it?
I can do it. It's,
All right.
We label it as horrific acts, like in quotations, kayfabe. So something that you saw that was pure insanity, but you know it was a spot.
Such as, even though it was quite painful to watch and definitely real, lashes
Yes.
to Cody.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so seeing that and seeing Orton do the everything to Edge, not
Yes.
this past Monday, the Monday before.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like horrific act.
Spots that were spots that,
Yes.
you know, but you're just like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. That was crazy. That was purely insane. Would you like to go?
I'll go.
Okay. And then I'll go. And then because it was Stu's, he can go last.
Okay, number 5, because it's really recent, it is Cody getting the 10 lashes.
The lashes were insane.
The lashes, that was real. I mean, there was
he took the lashes.
He took the lashings, but having the heels come out and having the faces come down to the ring and seeing when Brandy came out there and held it, like literally, I wanted to cry. That's how emotional I was actually getting into it. I was really getting into that. I was like, holy cow.
Told you when they did their job.
I was like, AEW is over in my book. NXT sucks. Okay. Number 4. Hey, sorry.
You don't have to hate one to love the other.
Yes. Earthquake kills Damien.
Oh, okay.
Now,
All right.
now, I hate snakes. As far as I'm concerned, a good snake is a dead snake. So, yay on you, Big John Tenta, for killing that effing snake. Number 3, which I found pretty intense at the time when I saw it. Do you remember the Gene Snitsky-Kane feud back in the day?
Of course. How could we ever forget?
It's not my fault. Actually, I met Gene Snitsky at Delmonico's after a match, after a show. Really, really nice guy. Monster. He was so freaking huge.
He's the big guy.
He still is a huge guy.
Yep. Seen pictures recently.
Yeah. When he put that chair on Kane's throat and stomped on it, and you saw the blood just coming out. I was like, ooh. I was like, that got me. Yeah. Number 2, probably one of the greatest angles ever, the barbershop.
Yep.
And I still love Bobby Heenan when, they made up.
Escaped the window.
And all of a sudden, Shawn Michaels kicks Martinez in the face. Oh, I knew he was going to do that. Yeah. And then number 1, which was just, it was my holy shit moment, but also, what the hell are these people doing? When Stone Cold got ran over with the car.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well,
I did it
what?
for The Rock.
I did it.
I did. It's like,
And then it ended up being Triple H anyways, and it was dumb and stupid.
Here's the thing. What's the matter? Are you just now? I'm going to use my one F-bomb now. It's like, what's the matter? Are you going to be running over bald motherfuckers with goatees in the parking lot? Because if you're bald and have a goatee, you better watch your ass, man.
I have a full beard, thank you.
It was.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
Stupid. Honorable mention because
it was the fallout of everything that made it worse. Really.
Honorable mention. God rest his soul. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. The Big Boss Man. When he came to Big Show Father's funeral. I'm sorry.
So bad.
Everyone was like, that was heinous. I was laughing. I was like, man, I said, this is comedy.
What?
Because
what?
you had Boss Man coming down with that huge megaphone on there. Yeah, Big Show, you big nasty bastard.
Driving off the Big Show on the thing.
That was awesome.
I mean, got to give it to Big Show for really you thought that he sold it like it was.
Yeah, he did. No, and
Big Show sold it like it was.
God bless the Big Boss Man. Ray Traylor, sweetest human being alive.
Did you actually want to go or do you want to go last because it was yours?
I don't care, man.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll go then.
All right, he's gonna have about 6 or 7 honorable mentions.
We can play Rochambeau if you want.
5. No, because I'll lose. Number 5.
He's not lying, by the way.
The Hardy Swanton off the giant ladder when he hit and it broke.
Oh yeah,
Landed directly on his tailbone.
Ooh,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That obviously, definitely set up Spot King in the perfect spot.
butt cushion.
Made it, but he could have landed on him so much better, and just directly onto his tailbone. It's everyone's like, oh, why is Jeff Hardy such an addict for different things? Do what you did. Do what he did to your
Yeah,
your
exactly.
body. You'll see exactly why. My back hurts all the time. And I can't even imagine. I haven't even.
My back hurt watching that.
I haven't even gone through a 99th of the things that he's done. And then speaking of Jeff Hardy, Edge spears Jeff Hardy off when
that
jumps off the.
That was it. That's what made them
That moment is just. I mean, it's
etched in your
literally
brain.
one of the most iconic moments.
I love Edge's cell. Like after he spears them and they just pops up.
And I saw an interview where he said, and he goes, where I landed, Jeff's arm was kind of around me. We kind of DDT'd. He's like, I kind of DDT'd myself because the way he landed. So he was like, bang. And he, it was great. It was a perfect sell though. So
yeah.
Number 3, Mae Young through the table. Mae Young through the table. I was like, no.
Bubba's a bully.
She's too old.
Do you know what she told?
Don't do that.
Actually, you know what's funny?
Old.
Do you know what she told Bully Ray and Diva on the back? I heard this story. I think Bruce Pritchard said it. So either it's true or it might be a lie. I don't know. She was like, you boys better bring it. You boys better not be pussies because if y'all be light on me, I'm going to light your asses up.
I actually heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that same thing.
So
I'm forced to believe that it was also real.
Yeah. One tough old broad.
Yeah. My number 2 was also Jannetty through the window.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's
just fantastic. But my number 1 was Undertaker tosses Mankind off the cell.
Jesus. Yeah. Holy cow.
I mean, that just.
That's a PSA for don't try this at home.
How is Mick Foley still walking?
I don't know, but he probably doesn't do it well.
Well, he also, you remember, he took that big flat bump back against Mil Mascaras back in 1990, where he literally splat on the concrete.
Right. Well, and then to follow it up, when Stu and I were talking about this, I wasn't sure if the follow-up choke slam through the Hell in a Cell was supposed to happen either.
No,
it's like
it wasn't actually.
Undertaker was like on his way back, and then Mankind's like nope, and went right back up it, and it's just like I was sure. Then oh god, the way he hit
when he chokeslammed through the cage,
the way he hit the mat, it looked almost more painful than off the hell because he went through the cardboard table. You know what I mean? Yeah, he slid under the rail too at a high speed, but. Straight down, like through the fence. And as soon as he hit it, he just twists immediately. And I was like,
oh God.
I think that's worse. But that could fall into the other category, like we said, of something that happened that wasn't exactly set up. That was oh God, that just looked terrible.
Him getting chokeslammed through the cage. I think that wasn't supposed to happen.
I don't think it was either.
No, the backdrop.
I watched the whole documentary about that night.
Yeah.
There's a reason why he went through the mat when he had the Hell in a Cell with Triple H and he backdropped him through the top of the cell. There's a reason why the mat, broke and he went through it.
Oh God.
Yeah, because that chokeslam I don't believe was supposed to.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that was how he's still alive and how he's still walking is like
and had matches
miracle.
After that.
Yeah. Did anything.
Man, oh man.
Stands up.
Yeah.
So Stu, your top 5.
All right. So number 5. Well, first, this is number 5 and an honorable mention, but I just have Rey Mysterio because the honorable mention would be when Nash used him as a lawn dart.
Yeah.
In WCW.
Oh, that was great.
Trailer. Dude, that's about when I was a kid. I saw that. That looked just awful.
Yeah.
But more specifically, I believe it was an episode of SmackDown where he was on the back brace. The orange back brace, strapped in. Big Show picked him up and just swung him into the ring post.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then let go. and homeboy just splatted like face down. There's no way to fake that.
No.
You're gonna see a common theme here. There's no way to fake that.
No.
Speaking of not being
That was real.
speaking of not being able to fake things, Zach Gowen getting pushed down a flight of friggin' stairs by Brock Lesnar in a wheelchair. That'll garner some sympathy.
Yeah.
A one-legged man getting pushed down a flight of stairs.
Yes.
Number 3, my strangely female version of Uncle Ben for wrestling. If anyone gets the Spider-Man reference,
Okay.
is Beulah McGillicuddy getting the Dudley Death Drop,
Oh,
which was just to write her off because she wanted to be done with wrestling.
yeah.
All right. So I figured she'd never come back. Then she came back at One Night Stand when Dreamer and Funk were facing the Dudleys, I believe. Dudley still won, but it was cool to see since it was going to be supposedly their last show or whatever. Number 2, just to keep with you guys, I actually had this as my number 1, but just because you guys said it at number 2 and you said it at number 2, the barbershop.
Okay.
So I guess my number 2 becomes my number 1.
It was an iconic moment in our childhood.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we're all like,
Well, I had it at number
pretty
1.
much the same
I
age.
had it
It's
at
like-
number 1.
Yeah.
So now I'm swapping my 1 and my 2 because I actually had a hard time.
Screw you, Shawn Michaels.
I had a hard time picking between 1 and 2. So the new number 1 is Austin shattering Pillman's leg
Oh.
by stomping the chair. Because
God.
other people have done that since, but that's the one that sticks out in my mind kind of as like the originator that really got it over.
Yeah.
And that's also my favorite, little known fact, that's my favorite version of Austin, was that like pre-Attitude Era.
Yeah.
When he was stone cold. Like he wasn't a
Cold.
baby
He was
face.
just stone
He was the first cool heel.
He was.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's when all right, not the first, but he made the anti.
He was the first anti-hero.
Okay,
he
first
made-
anti-hero, yes.
Right before he became like anti-hero Austin, when he was, after King of the Ring, and he was messing with Bret Hart. I love Austin when he cost Hart the title against Sid on Monday Night Raw, I believe it was.
Right.
Also one of my favorite moments. But
Yes.
when he took out Pillman, it looked convincing, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think about what could have possibly happened if Pillman didn't die.
Right.
If he was still with us,
Yeah.
I think it could have been one of the greatest feuds
Also,
of all time.
speaking of which, did you
And I'm
guys
done.
see that match? I can't remember where it was for the life of me. But it was Davey Boy Jr. versus Brian Pillman Jr.
I didn't. I heard
did
about
not
it,
see
though.
David Boy.
Oh, dude, it was awesome. It was just awesome to hear that announcement of those two together and see him standing and facing off. It's just like, oh man,
I did see a Brian.
just fantastic.
We did see Brian Pillman Jr. wrestle against Mr. Must See, Tyler Vincent,
Yeah,
which
we
that
did.
was a great match.
Yep.
Great
That was
match.
my first show, I believe.
And just to and just a couple news things before we get off. Teddy Hart was arrested again. So
Really?
yeah. So Teddy Hart got arrested in Virginia, and I think was there anything else that I saw? No, I think that was it. Just I saw Teddy Hart got arrested in Virginia. I was like,
Of course he did.
good Lord. I was like, come on, man.
But yeah, all right. So
Just like this man right here, we like to run late sometimes too.
yeah. Oh.
Oh.
So since we did the kayfabe story ones, do you want to do like pure crazy like accident incidents that happened
Sure.
next week?
Sure.
That could be fun. And
How about Sid Vicious stabbing Arn Anderson with a pair of scissors?
how about Sid Vicious jumping off the top rope
That one.
Oh,
to try and do the boot and land on one leg?
Sabu landing on his neck.
Hey,
Crispin.
hey, Sid, can you come off the top rope, Sid?
We're just gonna do the whole
Yeah, exactly.
Stop now. But yeah, so we're gonna be hitting up the ICW show this weekend.
Yes. You marks, come out to it, you freaking marks.
So gonna be doing something a little different probably. I'm gonna run down the night at the end of the show and go live from the page.
Oh.
So that the next show we don't have to take up half the show talking about the results.
Oh, okay.
So
we can do that.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna start doing that. So we're also creating more content. We'll be
Content is good.
We're trying to start the wrestling fantasy league. So if you want in, hit us up. Message the page, message me, message Stu, whatever you want to do. We'll get in, we'll get everyone done. We're going to have the show on March 18th. Is the day that we're going to be in studio doing the
draft.
The draft.
Yeah.
The draft.
The draft lock.
It's gonna be the draft.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. So if you want in, let us know. Hopefully you can make it.
No,
what's the limit there of how many people we're gonna have there, Kim Wasabi?
That's gonna depend on how many.
See how much interest we can garner.
How much interest we garner. How many people we get in. We're gonna see in the next couple of weeks. We'll be talking about it more and everything.
All right. All righty.
All right.
All right.
So join us next week. Check out the video that's going to be uploaded on the Wrestle Fandom radio page this weekend about Immortal Kombat 2. And we'll see everybody next week. Later.
Immortal Kombat 2!
Wrestling and sports entertainment, it's the real to you, damn it, you support us, your favorite. Talking name, Jay Styles, Chris Jericho, and all the greatest. Your top 5 dead or alive, the broader stages, like WrestleMania, all in and all out. NXT takeover, what the business about. Putting fans in the stands and the millions at home, like The Rock versus Stone Cold, we're stealing the show. Wrestle Fandom Radio and Disruption Network with Dippin' Donuts. ICW, we make fanatics flipping donuts. Every time we're live in local shows and it's a bonus. We're family friendly, all the growing ups and kids condone us. We're dedicated to bringing you all the top news. Ain't no dirt sheet, this ain't rhetoric, we do not snooze. No speculation, we're just bringing them facts. Ain't no storyline of fiction when I spit on these tracks. It's Wrestle Fandom Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping we're your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. Disruption Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping we're your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page. Disruption Network, Wrestle Fandom Radio. Every week's an episode, hoping we're your favorite show. Hear about your favorite pro, what's the scoop from backstage? Hear us on the podcast and go and view our fan page.
So you just bought your dream home, and now it's time to move. Let's face it, nobody likes to move. All the packing, unpacking, lifting, upstairs, downstairs, and broken everything, including your back. Let the professionals at EJA Moving Company take all the stress and pain out of your move. Competitively priced moving, relocation services, office moves, and complete packing and unpacking services. They work with everybody to make it simple and easy for you to move and relocate. Call EJA Moving Company at 315-335-0516. When it's time to relocate, have EJA Moving do all the work for you. Hit them up online, ejamoving.com.
Want to know what's going on at the D? Hit up DisruptionNetwork.net and check out our events calendar, brought to you by the Events Co. Find out about upcoming guests, special events, concerts, show schedules, community activities, and more. Get connected at DisruptionNetwork.net.